before we do this, we're gonna go back into Unity, and over here right now we're gonna set up the controls. So we're gonna do project settings, input, axes. As you can see, there's a number of these. So what we are gonna do is we're gonna rename these. We're gonna rename this. This is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. We're gonna rename it to left joystick X. Just gonna rename it like that. So where's the picture? Did I close it? Control manager. Here it is. Oh yeah. So the left, those buttons you can see is this left joystick X. We're gonna remap this. So we're gonna do left joystick X, and instead of vertical, left joystick Y. I'm just gonna duplicate. Gonna do left. From left we're gonna do right joystick X. So which one is the x-axis? Let's look it up here. Let's see. Horizontal is fourth axis. So x is fourth axis. So we go from here, we go to fourth axis. Gonna duplicate this. Gonna do Y, and we're not gonna do invert over here. No invert. No invert. Okay, joystick Y. Fourth, fifth. This is the fifth one. Vertical is the fifth one. So we're gonna go into fifth. So now we're gonna duplicate this. Gonna rename this to left trigger, and the left trigger is joystick axis, the ninth axis. Over here, the ninth axis. Duplicate. Left trigger becomes the, and then we go on to right trigger. Right trigger is the 10th axis. As you can see over here, 10th axis. And for the D-pad also is an axis. It's not a button. The D-pad is an axis. So I'm gonna duplicate this, and I'm gonna do D-pad X. And which is the D-pad? D-pad horizontal is 6th axis. 6th. I'm gonna duplicate this. D-pad Y, 7th axis. Not here. The 7th axis, vertical. So we are basically done with all the axes. So, because the axes need to be defined over here, and the button can be re-editable anywhere. That is why I'm defining the axis over here. And so in the joystick axis, I'm gonna do if input dot get axis left joystick X. So we just defined it over here, left joystick X, do not misspell it, because you will be getting errors if you misspell it. Or is not equal to 0, because this is we cannot do if input dot get access is equal to a value or something, because this is a float. It returns a number, float variable. That is why we have to compare it to the number. So we do input get access left joystick y not equal to 0, or what does not input dot get access left joystick x, or input access. Oh, there's a double bracket, and so this is gonna be pretty long, so we're just gonna move it down here. Copy this much, paste it over here. From left joystick we're gonna do to right, so right joystick x, this is gonna be right joystick y. Another one, from right joystick we're gonna do to left trigger, right trigger 0, or on to d-pad x, and we go on to d-pad y. Finally we are done with this. So basically this is checking through all of the triggers to see if we are pressing on any trigger. So if we touch on a trigger, if we like move a trigger, then what it'll do is, after if it any of the triggers, if it senses it, if the code checks it out, and if we go through any of the triggers, what it'll do is it'll say is joystick input detected equals to true. That means the statement comes to true. That means joystick input is detected, and is keyboard input detected equals to false. So to check this out, what we have to do is, where's my update function? We have to go check joystick input. Okay, and for start we have to do assign keys, because at the start is going to assign the keys from a save file. That also has to be done. So we're going to go into manager right now. Over here, as you can see, it's not set. Gonna go over here. Okay, so keyboard YY is not set up. Oh, there's an error over here. Okay, I move my joystick button, access one of these, and it automatically switched. I'm closing it, and I click over here, and then I pull another trigger. It automatically switches. You can try it out right now. Joystick Y with right double Y. Yeah, double Y. After that is done, we have to also check if any of the buttons of the controller I pressed. So we're gonna write another statement here for each. This is where the all keys input keys come in, because the axes are not defined in the keys section. All these are the key codes. So we're gonna do string joy input in all input keys. Oh, I didn't define it. Just wait a moment. Okay, I'm gonna set the variable right now. All input keys. Oh yeah, it's there. It's there. I didn't show up. Oh, it's there. All input is dot joy input. So what this statement is gonna do is gonna iterate through every key in the list, and it's gonna put it in this variable. So for each of these, it's gonna do if input dot get key. It's gonna go to key code. It's gonna run that whole system. It's gonna run that whole system thing. System dot enum dot parse type of key code, and it's gonna get it from string value. So the string is joy input. So joy input. I'm missing a couple of brackets. Yeah, and if it gets it from here, if it hits a match in this whole list of joystick inputs, it's gonna do is joystick input detector equals to true, is keyboard input detected equals to false. So it's gonna switch the variables around. Now after this is done, we also need to check for keyboard input. But checking for keyboard input is much easier. It's just all buttons, and mouse buttons also buttons. So check keyboard input. So we're gonna do for each string key input in all keys input dot mk input. You know that mk input is mouse and keyboard input, and for each of that, if we're gonna just save a little bit of time, as is a really long video. Input at the get key, not joy input. We do not want it from joy input, we want it from mk input. And we'll do is keyboard input equals to true, is joystick input equals to false. So that brings us to the end of our control script, which was really wrong. It was really long. Okay, so here, okay, let's just check if I have done everything correctly. On start, assign keys, and then this, I'm going to update UI, because we wanted to show the latest values in the start. And update, we have to know, we need one more check keyboard input. Okay, assign the keys, update the UI, This should be working. Oh, there's an error over here. MK. Oh, there's a small input. So what? There is no key input. Key input. This is a video. So just watch out for all these like kind of sneaky errors that try to get in. I'm just gonna extend all of these, and I'm gonna flip to the script once so that you also can see it and I can see it also. Assign keys on GUI. Yeah, everything looks to be good. Save it. Go back into Unity. And now we're not gonna make this cube move right this second. We're gonna make it move in a little while. So what we are gonna do now in forward, I'm gonna add one more function. This is just for my own personal preference. You don't need a blink.text. It'll make your text blink. Jing 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 jing. It'll make it blink. Oh my god, not this one. Manager blink. Manager blink. Just feels a tedious sometimes. A little bit more tedious. But what do we do? Game development is sometimes like that. Everything is tedious. And in the end, you're rushing to finish your game as fast as you can. And the apply button also has the comma function written. So apply control keys. Let's just double check it. There's a whole lot of functions. Apply control keys. It saves it. Yeah, that's good. And this is a default one. This is the, remember this one was the one which is gonna save it low defaults, save it and all of the stuff. And this is done. Oh man. Yeah. We're gonna write more of this stuff in here. Just wait a minute. I just wanna check out if this thing is working or not. We're not done yet. Yeah, so it's working. We can do this. Object is not reference. Okay, we can do this. We can put this. Then, oh my god. Assert one instance of an object. That we can apply twice. Oh, something is messing up. So assign keys is not running at the assign keys is not running at the correct time. So what we have to do is hashtag all input keys. Oh, so this is what's up. Let's see if I did that or not. Yeah. I forgot to put this over here. Okay, sorry guys. The problem that we were facing was that there was something coming over here that said that this and this was not there at the moment. So the problem was all input keys. So if we go to control scripts manager, we did not drag and drop in the all input keys, so the reference was not getting set. And another thing was that in this, the set initial references, we had it in this way. Let me show it to you. Before it was in this way, if it's not equal to null. But since all input keys is never equals, it's always null at the moment. That's why the reference is not getting set. The reference is not getting set. So I have to just get rid of that and all will be fine. And so this brings an end to our script for control manager. Okay, now let's go to our manuscript. Let's check out our manuscript if we have to do anything else in the manuscript. So let me just wait a second. Yeah, the control menu, the keyboard mouse menu, yeah, this is done. So control manager. Okay, so this is our testing, so let's remove that and everything will be same to your stuff. You guys have it. So let's go to manuscript and let's fill in some more. So private control manager, control manager. After all of these is done, we have to set the keys in the default scheme. Do you remember that? That is over here, the gamepad control scheme. So what do you do when it comes on and when you press apply? How do you actually get the controls to get set to the scheme, that the control scheme that you're trying to push to the player? So this is how you do it. Public void default scheme joy. So here save manager dot instance dot state dot forward, not this one, forward backward g equals to left joystick y. Then come save manager dot instance dot state dot right left g equals to. So we are basically specifying the controls at this moment. Left joystick x. So in this, what we are saying is me just set this to active, not active, active. We are saying that forward will be equal to the left thumbstick up and down, backward will be forward will be equal to that up and down, and left right will be that thumbstick itself, left and right, and action will be a button. That's what we are saying over here. I will show it to you after it's done. I will actually update the UI according to that. Yes, as a state dot action G equals to joystick button 2. We're going to do control manager dot assign keys. We're going to update the keys, and then we're going to control manager apply control keys, and this will save it. This will save our file. Save prefs, update controls. This will be public void cs1 joy. So copy this whole thing. So instead of the left joystick, we are going to be controlling it only with the right joystick. And instead of joystick button 2, we are going to be controlling joystick button 1. There's a default scheme. This is 1, and then another one. Control C, Control V, CS2. This is basically CS1, CS2, or CS3 according to that. And this we're gonna be controlling it with only the triggers. So you'll get the variancy. You'll understand how much variancy is there in the controls. So well, later on you can add whatever you want. Only limit is your imagination. That's one thing. And so this is done, and now we're going to go into Unity. So now apply button, this is there. So in the apply button, in this one, the CS1, that is control scheme 1, which will be the default control, I'm gonna drag it in. Control, it was in menu script, default scheme joy. So what was that? We're gonna rename this into default. Here duplicate it, move it over here. Which one is this? The default scheme. Default scheme, left joystick Y. Left joystick, left joystick. reduce the max size here, push it in a little bit, duplicate, push it down over here, left joystick, and then duplicate. This is also left joystick, duplicate it, left joystick, and reduce the min size, move the right, left joystick. The action is X, I think. The action is X. Joystick 2. So joystick 2 is, button 2 is X. Not this. So action will get its own one. Duplicate it. Push it down over here. X. Yeah. This is kind of looking weird. But it doesn't matter, we're just making do right now. So control scheme 1, deactivate, control scheme 2, activate, and then we're going to go to apply button, tab, manager, we're going to do all input, no menu script, CS1 joy, CS1 joy, CS1, and from going back, we're going to take this last 4, 5, 6. Okay, I think this one I need to activate this also, deactivate this, activate this, deactivate this, Control C, deactivate, close it, paste, bring it back inside here. Okay, make it active. So in this one we're going to from left joystick, this becomes right. Right, 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 right joystick, and the action will be CS1 joystick button 1. Joystick button 1 is B. Instead of X, we're gonna have B. So we save this. Apply button has this. Go to the last one. Deactivate this. Control V. Drag it in here. Activate it. Left trigger. Left trigger. Right trigger. And this is also going to be right trigger. Okay, so and this is gonna be, which one decided? Joystick button 0, which is A. A is joystick button 0. A. Okay, so this is done. Apply button does not have it. Manager, control, no, menu script, CS2 joy. Save it. Okay, so now onto the